In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all one stock that is about to make a huge move very soon, and why you should keep it in your watch list. We're also going to be looking at the indices because it looks like we're about to make new all-time highs for the NASDAQ. So let's dive right into it. Right off the bat, we got the SPY futures. Let's use the SPY for now. All right. And for this one, the CTF all-time highs is at 613. It looks like we're about to break it. The last video that I released, I warned you guys about a potential fall, especially if the price of the SPY itself stayed below 600 or below this line right here. All right. But unfortunately for the bears, this thing actually closed above the line, and then in the after hours they put out good news. The market put out good news, and then bears got trapped, and now we are bullish. The market are moving upwards. Is it going to go higher? I definitely think so. I'm not bearish on the market at all. The bulls are still in control right here. We might see a slowdown next Monday, but for tomorrow, I do think that we're going to make new all-time highs. Not just for this one, but again for the NASDAQ, which is looking like this. Again, we got that line right here that broke up between Monday and Tuesday. All right, and all-time highs for this one is right at 22,780. That's going to get taken out tomorrow. The other indices that are lagging, we got the Russell. And now with the Russell is looking pretty spectacular. And I say this because comparing all of the indices together, this one has the most room to run. We have all of this space all the way up to 230, and I don't know exactly when we're going to get up there, but we're gonna get up there. And this one is worth watching. If we look at the 4-hour time frame, we got this thing right here that broke out, and what we want to see is we want to see this thing stay out at around this price and then immediately push above 216 and ultimately take out these highs right here at 218. It can do it. It's only a matter of when. All right. And also, if you look at a 5-minute chart, there was an ascending triangle that actually broke out intraday right here at 2 o'clock right here. All right, so watch the Russell also for a continuation upwards. Now, the stock that is about to make a huge move tomorrow and that you should be keeping in your watch list is none other than Google. All right, now we gotta look at Google really quick, and this one I want to share because it has a lot of room to go. It has a lot of room to run. Comparing this one with the NASDAQ is nearly at all-time highs. When you compare these two charts, you should get a pretty good idea of where this thing should be, but it's lagging. All right, which is a good thing. That's fine. Stocks that lag tend to pay the most anyways. So definitely keep your eyes on this one. The daily chart is looking exquisite. It had some difficulties when everything was moving up. Like it got dragged down right here. And then it got dragged down again right here. And then it got dragged down again last week. That one was that was a deep drop all the way down to 162. All right. So the stock has been pulled backwards by a lot of things. You can look at the news section and you will see what they pull down by. All right, but so far it looks like it wants to make a comeback. It looks like it wants to make a turnaround. Next level to watch for that I think is going to get hit quite soon is exactly 180. That line right there, right here where these short sellers are, that's going to get tested. I don't know when, right? But the trend on this specific stock is bullish, so watch this one for a continuation long. Also, the weekly chart is looking very nice. It's right on that 9 SMA. All right, so if you don't get that push to 180 and form a bullish engulfing candle, then the move might be split into 2 weeks, where we get a candle that opens at 174 next week, and that push is way up here and breaks above 180 next week. All right, but either way, there's a lot of money to be made on here, so keep your eyes on Google. This is a special one. this is a good one. And I also like how the volume is slightly increasing from last week. Y'all see it at the bottom right here. 156 million shares traded versus right now we got 165 million shares traded, an increase. And we're not even done with the week. By the time we're done with the week, we should be at around like 200 million in shares traded in volume. And I expect next week to be even bigger because of the way it's looking on the weekly. So keep your eyes on Google. Now, in updates, because I'm gonna use the Discord. That would kind of tie into things quite perfectly. So, in Sunday night's video, I told you guys I had puts on the video going into the weekend. I did, all right? This was when it was at 143. I ended up getting rid of it at 143. I didn't make any money on that one at all because it just refused to drop. I thought it would just flush down and go down to 141, and it just couldn't do that for me, so I had to let this one go. And then I didn't take a trade all day Monday, all the way until 2 minutes before the market closed, when I saw this bullish pennant cooking on Adobe at 380. I was waiting for the breakout. I got my breakout. I went in with calls. We all went in with calls. And then I sold it in the morning as soon as the market opened after that giant gap up. I told you guys, the market, they released good news between Monday and Tuesday, and it caused a lot of tech stocks to jump, right? So I got in here with the price target of 385. It hit that in the morning, and I immediately started to sell everything. And I was immediately out of Adobe. Next up, the video. All right, now this one right here, I was very interested in it because of the break above 146 that I was waiting for a long time. And it also retested it and held. It then formed this bullish pennant that broke out right here. I tried to take a day trade because I thought it would get to 149 on that specific day. I ended up getting rid of it like an hour later because it just wouldn't move. Like it was pushing, and then it just hit a wall at 147.5, and I got rid of it for like barely any money. All right, just to get it back at the end of the day. Sometimes I do that. For those of you who've been in the Discord, y'all know my style. If the stock doesn't do what I want it to do, I get rid of it, and then I wait until they close. And then if it shows me what I want it to close, I buy it again. All right, so it formed the bullish pennant, had a nice breakout right here at 147.50. Then I went in with calls again with a price target of 150 the next day. And then the next day came up, and this thing actually jumped overnight from 147 all the way up to 150. And I ended up getting rid of all of them literally within the first 5 minutes, which was, it was good and it was bad. I made good money on it. I could have done a lot better. Let's go back to here. I could have done a lot better because the all-time highs were quite near. We got the all-time high on the video right there at 153. I knew it was going to hit it. And yet I ended up getting out of it. So this is the bullish pennant right here. All right, I ended up getting out of it after the first candle right there, instead of holding until 153 to get out. So that's something that could have been improved on. But regarding the video, I would say is going to trap shorts. Like this right here is not clean in either direction, right? Because we got the all-time high right there. Worst case scenario, we just get a retest of 153.5, and then next week we push for 160. That's the worst case scenario. I don't see us going below 153 this week at all. I really don't see it. It's either gonna stay in this range, between this $4 range, all right, or it might surprise everybody and get to 160 tomorrow ahead of time. All right, but either way, I'm not bearish on the video at all. Now, the next stock that we gotta look at is Tesla. right? Let's check out Tesla. And Tesla had a monstrous move on Monday and then just gave back all of those gains on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday it did a whole lot of nothing, right? So is it going to move back up? I definitely think so. It's only a matter of when. Am I in it? No, I'm not in it. I'm actually in. Right now, I'm in. This is the next trade. This is the next trade after the video. I'm in Google. Hence why I'm making a video about Google, right? Google looks spectacular. I have Google calls. Price target on there is 177. My stop loss is 172.4. Hopefully that doesn't ring, right? Because it looks good. It looks good. And when you look at Google itself on the 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see that it's above a key level of resistance, which is right here. I forgot to mention that earlier, so we're gonna go back to it. So we got Google, and then we got this line right here. It's just a bearish trend that officially got taken out, like right now after hours. So that was what I forgot to mention earlier. But with Tesla is gonna make its move back up. Just set your alerts right at 3:30 and patiently wait. Patiently wait. When a stock moves like that, when a stock moves sideways like this, nobody wins. So you want to just chill out and patiently wait for it to show us something that we like before we get Tesla for a potential long. The worst case scenario, like where I think this thing could like drop and stop, is 310 before it bounces. All right, it's either 310 is the bottom or this right here is the bottom. Either way, I'm looking for a bullish opportunity. When the stock starts to turn bullish, then I will be looking to go in for a long. So it's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I try to make these videos from Sunday to Friday, no, to Thursday at 8 p.m. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of our private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, along with the details of the contracts that I buy, and most importantly, the reason why I took the trades that I took to begin with. That way you get to learn along the way. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media. Follow Google and Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stuff with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.